Hey everybody, welcome back to NSB Custom Cars. Now that we're waiting on some shocks for the Dart from the last video, we're waiting for them to come in. I'm taking this opportunity to work on some other little projects I need to get done before we go to No Name Nationals. One being our portable compressor is going to run our tire machine. Several episodes back, I went up to a golf course and picked up a generator, compressor, big combo that a guy gave me, and y'all might remember it. If not, here's a little pic of what we picked up. But it's a very big unit, and I don't need the generator actually because I got my welding machine on back of the truck, which is my generator. So I'm making just a portable compressor out of this unit. So I'm gonna get you caught up where I'm at. I've done a little bit of work on it. I'm not finished with it by far. But this is what the compressor looks like right now. Over here on the side, I've got it tore apart as far as off this bracket. Over here on the other side, this is what the unit used to look like, kinda. It had this big black plate that went on the back. That's what you picked up, put on the back of the truck. Had this toolbox mounted on this other side. So I got it all off of that because it's a lot of weight here we don't need. Didn't need the toolbox. That's where the generator was sitting on top of. So at this point where I'm at, I've got some of these brackets that come in on tire machines that we unbolt, and it's just a bracket for when they package it. Pretty nice little bracket. So what I've done is measured this out what I want, cut it, and this is what I come out with. Now I have this bracket that I made, and it's going to house a wheelbarrow tire. So I got to weld this bracket on over here. I'm going to be welding this onto here, and that's going to be my wheelbarrow tire out front. And then on the back side, I'm going to cut all this off and make a handle like a wheelbarrow. We did get the motor running, which is over here on the floor, the little Honda motor. I took it up to my brother's, and he does all the go-kart racing, and he actually races these type motors, which is the Predator motor, and that's pretty much a knockoff of a Predator. And he rebuilt that carburetor, and it runs like a top. So it's time to do a little bit of welding. Now that I got the wheelbarrow effects all bolted on, the new wheel in the front, the wheels in the back, everything rolls around really nice. Let me show you. Got casters in the back, my wheelbarrow in the front. So if I need to go out in the yard, I can pick up. I can carry this thing just about anywhere. Pretty heavy though. So now we got an old pressure switch down here. This old gauge has been beat up. I'm gonna remove the pressure switch. I've got a new one. I'm gonna mount it up here kind of like where that gauge is at, and it put me a gauge there also. But I do have to mount me a battery down here, so I want to move that. Pretty much the way this is going to work is the pressure switch gets down, the pressure kicks on, comes over, and this is pretty much a clutch for a lawnmower. So you got your 2 wires, and what happens is, and I'll run this through the switch. So when the switch kicks on, it's going to give power to 12-volt power to make the clutch lock on, then it starts pumping. Then when it gets up to a certain, this is a 135 kickoff. So when it gets to 135, it's going to kick off and stop the clutch, let the motor run free without building pressure. Then when it gets down to about 100 pounds, it's going to kick back on, and it'll keep everything going. So let's tear the sucker apart. Get this off, and see what I got to go back with new. Actually went and got a different kickoff. This one here is fully adjustable. I can adjust how much pressure I want and how much I want to kick on. So the one I have, the stock ones that I've got in stock, is a 135 kickoff and a 175 kickoff. This tank on here reading it's made for 150, so that pump goes to 150, so I can adjust that. Plus, this one's the right NPT to that other one's bigger. See, it's going to all fit together right here. So pretty much here's the finished product. She's wired. I got a battery down in the bottom right here with the green label on it. The battery all done. We got the front done. It's got external hose for an extra hose. It's got a hose reel with about 50 foot of hose. It's all hooked up. So let me show you how it works. It's pretty much the on and off switch. That makes the clutch engage. So we're going to fire it up, turn it on, choke. To here be 150. We have us a portable air compressor. Not bad. Works like it's supposed to. So there's the air compressor portable air compressor with the battery. Everything works fine on it. So we're pretty much good to go. So appreciate you watching this episode. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe.